just find it so amazing how God, in Hagar's distress, still meets her where she is. And then he is known to her and to everyone else who reads the story after as the God who sees. Just a little backstory. Hagar is the mistress of Sarah. And Hagar is with child with Abraham's son. This is their promised baby-ish. This is the baby that they make while Sarah and Abraham can't wait for the promise to be fulfilled. So Hagar and Abraham come together and make this child. God tells her to name the baby Ishmael, and she is known to be willing to do this for her mistress and for Abraham. Now God sees her and says, this is what I want you to do. I want you to name this child, and I want you to go back to your mistress and submit to her. Even in Hagar's distress, God sees her. Now, what fascinates me is that God doesn't come to her with blame and shame and says, why are you doing this? But instead, he tells her to do what you're supposed to do, and I'm going to meet you where you are. I'm going to meet you in your distress. I'm going to meet you in your discomfort. And so God then becomes the God who sees. And Hagar says this, you are the God who sees me. And this is so fascinating because a lot of times we go through life not knowing that God sees us. We seemingly feel invisible, and we sometimes even convince ourselves that we are invisible. But here we see Hagar in the midst of her distress, and God sees her. So I don't know who this is for today, but God sees you. God knows exactly where you are. He knows exactly where to come to get you. He sees you. You're not invisible to God. And though you may have gone all of this time, you may have walked this earth for so long, convincing yourself and trying to convince others that you are invisible. But let me just tell you, God sees you. In fact, I see you. I see you. I see you. And I was just thinking about that today, because I no longer want you to be invisible. I used to struggle with the same thing, feeling like I had to be invisible, or feeling like that was the safest place for me to be. And God met me in that place where I felt unseen. And to me, I know that God is the God who sees.